hope the lights hold. I dislike candles.
Wedding in rain is bad luck. I've read that in Farmer's Almanac.
I wonder if the general knows about wedding.
The general knows everything.
You haven't been in your room.
We construct best quilts.
Well, thanks for the quilts, but we decided to stay down here. For all we know, the roofs have trap doors.
Don't be silly. There's only one trapdoor and it's in the kitchen.
I made an important place to be drugged, make heavy prisoner, and lie to you about my sister being here.
Yeah, she told the truth. You ladies are a good story. You're else you're in big trouble.
Should we?
What do you think, General? If you say so, he says we better cooperate.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Does the general play the organ by any chance?
Gracious, no. That was almost us. I hope he didn't disturb you.
Who is the general?
Who is the general? I just said that. General Saltmarsh.
Local legend. During the Revolutionary War, he deserted.
He did no such thing. He got a terrible stomachache and he came home to recuperate. And while he was recuperating, he lost his memory.
His memory didn't come back until the war was over.
Well, that's what I call a convenient lapse of memory. This place has got everything from spooks to nuts. What about this young woman's sister?
We didn't want to help Evan, but if we didn't, he said he would throw us out onto the road.
He's not as bad as he seems, honest. He gets these moods.
Moods?
Fits.
Fits?
You see, years ago, he was engaged to be married to a girl from town by the name of Effie Lunk.
Effie Lunk was a pretty thing.
With a name like Effie Lunk, she'd have to be. She was a nurse. The truth of the matter was, she stood up at the altar. What a day that was.
Never to be forgotten. He was furious.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Effie ran off with a sailor during a hurricane.
It wasn't a sailor, Hepzibah. He was a Portuguese fisherman.
What difference does it make? Fisherman, sailor, Ebenezer never got over it. He came back to the inn and never left, except for to get supplies and that sort of thing. His temper got worse and worse. He didn't have a kind word for anyone.
Especially Portuguese fishermen. Gradually, people stopped coming to you at Wayside Inn. Did you notice the deep scar on Ebenezer's cheek?
Yeah, I noticed.
He got into a fight with a guest one night.
I shudder to remember.
What does any of this have to do with my sister? Or me?
It doesn't happen often. He makes this foul brew in the cellar. He starts drinking. It makes him crazy in the head. He wants revenge on Effie.
I'm beginning to get the picture.
Yeah, some picture. He lures her up here to ye old Wayside Inn. In his mind, he tells him it's Effie, and it's ye old revenge time.
You might put it that way.
It was only a boyish prank.
Prank? Well, what's he done with Effie? I mean, Mary. Is she dead?
Arabella and I wouldn't dare inquire. When he's having one of his little moods, he can be cross as a bear.
Positively grumpy. We humor him and we stay out of his way. I suggest you all do the same. As soon as the storm is past, he'll be as gentle as a hummingbird. You'll see. It's alcohol that turns him into a human beast.
And for the memory of Effie Lunk, if you ask me, she should be ashamed of herself. Inconsiderate pussy.
My. Isn't the wedding supper going to be lovely? Come with me to the kitchen, Hepzibah. We'll see how Olive's done with the cake.
Oh, don't pay any attention to Olive either. She isn't a nurse. She doesn't like herself very much, so she's always dressing up and pretending to be someone else. We don't mind, except for when she dresses up and pretends to be Lizzie Borden.
Oh, God.
Did I just hear what I think I heard?
Yeah, you heard. Stark raving mad, that's what they are.
Oh,
Well, that's what we call him, the mad salt marshes.
the cut's behind my sister.
Is your sister about 6 feet tall, 150 pounds with light brown hair?
That's Mary, you see her?
She was in that chest tied up.
Alive?
Uh-huh.
go?
She thought you were Ebenezer and she ran to hide.
Where?
The cellar. She said it was a maze of tunnels.
Yeah. This house was built through a bunch of tunnels. It was built during smuggling days.
Well, you stay here and keep an eye on Dorothy.
Be careful.
You, come with me.
As long as you got the gun, I'm with you.
If she's down there, we'll find her. Got the nose of a beagle.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go with him.
You wouldn't be much help. You're still shaking.
It's true. You're not going with them. Shh. What's wrong?
I may need your help.
Why would you need my help?
Dawson says he's a cop. I don't think he is. Are you sure you can trust your boyfriend?
Ed's not my boyfriend, but I trust him with my life. Are you in some sort of difficulty?
Have you ever heard of protective custody?
Yeah, it's when the police have no court witness and put them in jail for their own protection.
These days they give witnesses new names and farm them out where they won't be noticed. I'm supposed to be delivered to a family in Lynn. People are looking for me. Bad people. I was dancing in a club and I witnessed a murder, a shooting. I saw the man who did it. I'm the only one who can identify them. This morning, Dawson showed up and said he was my police escort. He was taking me into hiding.
You don't believe him?
I did at first. Those killers want to make sure I don't testify. Why would a cop get lost? I think he brought me here because this is the perfect place to shut me up. Permanently. He could be the hitman.
Wait a minute, slow down. You think he's arranged something with Ebenezer? Is that it?
Dark and stormy night, a house full of kooks. A swamp that has no bottom. It's the perfect setup to get rid of a witness.
Did he have any identification?
What does that mean if I tell you I'm scared?
How would you know? I wish they came back.
Brandy. That's what we need. Brandy. It'll steady our nerves.
Well, as bright as I am, I couldn't leave unless Mary's with me. She potentially leave here herself. Wild idea coming up here.
Wild ideas belong here.
Oh, God.